All right, so who are you again?
My name is Amo, but I go by my last name Mo. So
Okay. And where were you born?
I was born in Burma, Rangoon, the former capital of Burma.
Yeah. And Burma's not a really rich place.
No, it's officially on the last 10 countries in the world poorest.
Okay. And how did you get there? How did you get to? You went to MIT, right?
Yes, I did.
Now, how did you get to from one of the poorest countries in the world to MIT?
Well, I basically went from not knowing what MIT was to showing up at the doorstep. Within 9 months, I found out about MIT, and it was the best engineering school in the world, and I was like, well, I want to go to there. So
Yeah.
I applied, got in, and then kind of like, it was my first plane ride, actually.
Yeah.
Your first?
Yeah, coming out of Burma, too.
Your parents never took trips. You know?
No, I never been out of the country before.
How did you get to? Tell me about your childhood. What was going on in your childhood? Because that's interesting.
It's pretty typical. Went to public high school. I read a whole lot.
Yeah.
And I had a brother who was a great mentor. He was basically bringing me books. He was a geek. I started programming about when I was 13, 14. We have this little 486 and started writing basic programming there. So.
Yeah. And you got the top math score in your school?
Yeah.
How did you learn math? Where did that come from?
I don't know. I think it's maybe Asian genes. I don't know. It was just basically something that really appealed to me, and it kind of feel like, it's not quite fair. Like, I feel it was very effortless for me, and there are things that takes a lot of effort for me to actually learn. But like math and science was never something that I have to put effort. So I don't know how to explain that. And I think that really paid off when I applied to MIT, and they look at somebody from Burma and they understood, okay, that's what we need.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that they had deep line admission. Like, they don't care if you can pay or not. They're like, you're good enough, you're getting in, and we'll figure out the money later.
Yeah.
And that's really awesome.
I love that story because that's cool. But the reason I turned on the camera was, okay, America found you and trained you, and now you're
spend so much money to give me an MIT education, and then.
But you both, and I'll talk to you in a second, because you both were you were telling me about the startup visa program,
Yeah.
and how hard it is to become an American citizen and start a company
Yep.
here and all that stuff when you're not an American citizen. And because of our anti-immigrant stance right now, it's tough for you guys to move here and start brilliant companies, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically impossible if you don't have some other way of obtaining green card, right? Either through employer, which is back up for so many countries. You wait 3-4 years. And I have so many friends from MIT who were in the international, like they were all international students. They go to big companies because it's stable and they can guarantee H1B. They're in Oracle, Microsoft, Google. And they almost feel trapped because they can't get out. They have to get the green card before they can do anything else. Yeah. And that's just the story. And why are people stopping these brilliant people from starting companies?
Yeah, eBay was started by an Iranian. So, we build our whole valley. I mean, my mom was German, and this valley is built on immigrants. From the agricultural world it used to be to the modern world where it's Facebook and stuff. And it's pushing, right? And trying to keep the smartest people in the world, the people who... We're stealing Burma's best talent.
I flew from Boston, and I stopped by Phoenix today, and today was the law, the law that they were talking about. Yes, came into action today. So it was kind of freaky. Like, everybody was running around, and they were holding American passports, like the blue passports, in everybody's hand. I was like, that's kind of strange. And then I lost my boarding pass on the first flight, and I was like, I have to go get my new one. And I'm like, am I going to be okay? Am I going to get into trouble here because I don't carry a blue American passport, It's just kind of like...
What was the law that went into effect today?
You have to carry... You have to carry your proof of citizenship. And at the point they are asking you that whether you have proof of citizenship or not, they can detain you, so...
Wow.
it was kind of like, it's not something that you freak about, but there's this undercurrent of it that's like, you kind of feel it.
Yeah.
Wow, man, crazy story.
So how do I invest in you? Because I have a feeling you'll be a billionaire in about 10 years.
Well, I'll get back to you on that.
So what are you going to do? Are you still at MIT, or are you
No,
you out?
I mean, I graduated a while ago. I started working as a UX designer. I just quit my job. I'm planning on moving out here. I'm working on this guy's company. He's the CEO.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it goes, and maybe I'll start my own thing. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I need to get my green card first before I can do anything else.
You feel a lot of freedom once you got.
How do you spell that?
AYEMOAH.
Okay. Very cool.
You
Well,
actually follow me on Twitter.
I do. So thank you very much.